Hunt was arrested, but wasn't charged. They did actually try to charge him with treason, and which would have carried a death penalty, but he managed to get away with that. And he didn't actually go to jail for it. And eventually, I mean, one of the mistakes they made was there was a reporter from the Times there, and that's how the story did actually get out. But immediately after Peterloo, they started bringing in very, very repressive laws. This is actually Henry Hunt, the key speaker of the day. He always used to wear a white hat when he went to speak, a white top hat, which was a kind of a mockery of the upper classes. But also the white colour was meant to represent the purity of his cause. And he too would have carried a liberty cap on a pole, and he'd actually been allowed to speak. That's Henry again. He's a really interesting character. You know, when you start looking into history, you start getting a sort of political crush on somebody. And you kind of think, I better not look into this any further, because they're just going to break my heart, aren't they? But no, this guy was the real thing. He was a very big arsey bastard. He fell out with loads and loads of people. But one of the things about Peterloo is when we say it was for the vote, it was for the vote for men. You know, I think it's really, really important to remember that it was the suffragettes who had to change that. But Henry Hunt, when he actually became an MP, after being a brewer for a while, he became an MP. And being a brewer was another interesting thing. Some of the yeomanry were actually brewers. It was quite a powerful position within that society. There's also a rumour that the yeomanry were drunk, but nobody's ever been able to confirm that. But yeah, when he actually got into Parliament, he advocated for. He was one of the first MPs to advocate votes for women, and was just, as you can imagine, jeered and ridiculed. But I think the guy was the real thing. And, he's not one of those people who later in life became a right winger. Interestingly enough, Burley, who led the charge, Burley, who led the charge of the real army, he later on went round advocating suffrage for men. So it's kind of interesting that he changed his mind later in life. So some basic illustrations here. This is a neckerchief. It's about the size of a tea towel. It's actually in the Manchester Museum, not the museum, the Manchester Art Gallery, City Art Gallery. It's a really huge thing, it's a stunning thing to go and look at. Well worth catching. But there are lots and lots of images like this knocking around. So I guess this really leads us on to the campaign. Here we are on Procession, Jeremy Deller's art piece. I don't know if people heard about this. It was about a month ago. It was an art piece about the nature of processions and about public displays. And these were some replica banners that were made by the Corner House, which we're going to borrow for the day. We've got replica banners coming in tomorrow from Oldham and Middleton as well as the Liberty Camps. So basically, the campaign started about 2 years ago, 2007. Essentially, it occurred to me while I was drawing a cartoon about Tiananmen Square. So I thought this really reminds me of something, but I can't think what. And I finally realised it was Peterloo, and this is part of the language we've been using about being Manchester's Tiananmen Square. And you can think, well, okay, it's understandable that there's no memorial to what happened in Tiananmen Square, but it's not acceptable that there isn't one in Manchester. So we started hunting around, and there's another illustration. And it's a close-up of the handkerchief. This one is actually in the Science Museum. This is painted on a clock. And it's basically the investigative photography of photojournalism of this day. Here's another one. So yeah, this is what we found. This is the only commemoration in Manchester. It's on the side of the Free Trade Hall. And the Free Trade Hall is very strongly associated with Peterloo. It was built in Peterloo's memory. But to drop the apolitical front, basically the council sold that to the highest bidder because the council were in the opposition.